Hello everyone. So this is my AWS presentation, and this is the well developed architecture. So first, I like to start with the region. It has one region and two availability zones for best practices: the availability zone A and availability zone B. In these availability zones, we have a private network and a public network, which is available to the public or for the company needs. And we have a AMI, which is can manage with who can have the access, and the authentication purposes we can use AMI, and it has different administration privileges, admins, database management, pretty much all the workers in it. And when we looking at this private network, we have the same. We have Amazon EC2. Same with the public. We have one instance. And different instance. So we start with these. Users can start with route 53, which is a special access available to users, and it's go to the cloud front, which is giving the secure access to the users, delivering fast services like videos, applications. And at the same time, we have these outside Amazon RDS database and NoSQL databases, so the users can directly store data securely because of the Amazon Cloud One, and it's direct to the internet gateway. And we installed here Elastic IP, which is can provide different IPs when it needed for different regions, different purposes. And we have a Elastic Load Balancer, which is balancing the load. If additionally instance needed, we can take instance from auto scaling, and mostly important application load balancer. So in one instance, we have some applications that are running. The other instance, we may not have some applications are running. So this one will provide balance between those applications. And we have a AWS Cloud Formation, so we can add codes and provide new rules, and it's easy to manage that way. Then we have this Amazon CloudWatch. It's a monitoring system, service built from developers, site reliability engineers, and IT managers. it can monitor our applications. It can respond to system-wide performance changes, optimize resources utilization, mm, and we can get information about operational health. And these ones, the operation CloudWatch, one important thing about it, it can keep logs for us. And the cloud watch can send alarms if something wrong with our system. It could send alarms to it. So we have these email notifications. If someone have an error in this system, they can receive notifications either through email or either through SNS, Amazon SNS. And we have auto scaling. So through this auto scaling, the capacity can be managed between instance and EC2. And we have this automation, which is give more benefits to us, to the work, to the system, that we can set up rules, we can program the way we want it, so it could automatically do stuff. And we have a AWS ops work, which is easily manageable, the instance between apps. And we have that auto scaling zone, which is if one instance is down, or one instance need more power, more users in a one instance, and the other instance is not filled, so it can use the other instance, which is cost efficient. So we no need to have example, we no need to have 10 instance, but we only most of the time we using 2 instance, so we no need to have 10. But when we need 10, it could maximize the capacity level. And I insert this lambda function. So lambda function, we could program, we could add what things we could put it in. So example, I put a S3 bucket. So in this instance, we have something that need to be convert or program or filter some stuff. So we can go through this lambda function, and this is the S3 bucket. So the publicly we can have people to available, and this is the IP that I chose, 10.0.0.16 range, 16 range. So we able to have more IP addresses, and this side we have a database that can access only in the private network, which is managerial positions can be accessed those instance. And here in this system we can have a checklist fault tolerance. We can have this checklist give orders to see if this A is failing, to give alarms. It can be monitored through the CloudWatch, and if the checklist is failed, or the security, we have a security checklist and performance, it can direct to the pillars. So it we have the automation, which is helping to resolve the issues encounter with our our well developed architecture. And this right here is Amazon RDS and Amazon DynamoDB. So Amazon DynamoDB is a non-SQL-less database, and this can be publicly available through Amazon CloudFront, which is Amazon CloudFront is something that many technicians using. Is a fast delivery network service that securely delivers data. It can deliver videos, applications. It have very low latency and high transfer speed. In the same time, we have this Amazon Route 53. It's a very unique system that have only assigned for AWS. And beside that, we have these billings to have company to pay for the services that we getting from the Amazon services. And this is, I think we could add more security to it. We could add pillars like performance, security pillars. And when we have security checklist and the Amazon CloudWatch and the Amazon SNS, the SMS message services, and when we have automation, so and the cloud formation, which is allow us to program the stuff we needed, and we don't need to worry about having DDoS attacks, because I think Elastic IP can handle, Elastic Load Balancer could handle. In the meantime, if we have threats or if we receive warnings through Amazon CloudWatch, it can alarm us. And as we can install security checklist, which is provide more security to it. And we have auto scalings, so we know how to well manage. And these AMIs, the management systems, are in a private network which is not available for the public. And we have 4 subnets. Lastly, we have 4 subnets: subnet 1, subnet 2, subnet 3, and subnet 4. So each subnets have different level of capacity that can provide to the public. And I think this is we could add custom network gateway, so it can control incoming traffic and outgoing traffic. Thank you for participating in this presentation. I think this is a simple one, but we could add more to it. Thank you everyone for listening.